Welcome back to the table, guys. What are we doing today, Alex?
Today we're doing a review of Fish Frenzy.
All right, guys. So this is a game for 3 to 5 players, age 10 and up. It's about placing your seagull meeples on a ship to collect fish. So let's go to the table. I'll show you a quick run through of how it plays, and we will come back and give you our final thoughts. All right, guys, so this is what a 3-player setup for Fish Frenzy looks like. We have 3 boats that are the 3-player plus boats. Each player gets a seagull in a color of their choice, and then they get 4 fish, and the other 4 fish for each one goes into a general supply. Now, the goal of this game really is set collection, so you're going to be collecting sets of fish, and the person with the most in each set will get 3 points at the end of the game. The person with the second most will get 1 point, and then all other people's will get all the other players will get no points. Cut. All right, guys, this is a 3-player setup for Fish Frenzy. You have your 3 boards. Cut. All right, guys, so here you have a 3-player setup for Fish Frenzy. You have your 3 ship boards out here. Each player will get a seagull meeple in the color of their choice with 4 fish. Their other 4 fish will go to a general supply. And to start the game, you will deal out 2 fish cards underneath each boat. And the fish available in the game are salmon, eels, lionfish, the roughy, the sailfish, the flutefish, and the mackerel. And then there are crab cards, which are the cards you don't want because they give you -1 point each at the end of the game. So in this game, you're going to take alternating turns. This is the first player token. So on your turn, a player is going to put a seagull on any one of the boats they want to go to. So they can go to that boat. Now, the players that follow can either go to a different boat, or if they want to go to this boat, what they have to do is they have to bet an amount of fish. So they have to say that. So either this yellow player can either exceed that amount of fish by putting 3 on there, and then it goes back and forth until one of them calls, and then whoever decides that they don't want to be on there can move to another boat. So that's your main actions. So let's say the blue player goes here, here. Okay, let's say the yellow player goes here. The blue player decides to follow and puts down 2 fish. Well, they decide that they don't want to pay the 2 fish because they want to hold on to their fish for now, so they can move over here. Then the green player goes. Okay, so now it's out round end. So you have 2 choices at the end of the round. You can either take both cards underneath of your boat, or any cards, because there will be more than, at times there will be more than 2 cards. Or you can take the rightmost card and look at this fish icon right here. So this has 2 fish and that has 1 fish. So you can feed. So these would go back into the general supply. And then this person could say, well, I'm going to go ahead and feed. So they would discard this card. They would take the 3 fish out of the general supply back into their supply. These people would take theirs, their cards. The first player token goes to the next person. The meeples go back. And now we put out 2 cards starting left from right under each boat. And so you're going to have 3 cards under this boat now. So we would put out 2, and it keeps going. Now, on this one here, if you take this card, it's going to be a -1 at the end of the game. However, if this, say the blue player went there and they decided to feed, they would be discarding this card to feed. So that's one way that you can mitigate those crabs. So you're going to keep taking turns. You're going to keep betting, going back and forth until all the cards are gone. And then on the back of each of these boards is a score track. And then you can take one. We usually take one of the fish right there. And for each set that each player has the most in, they're going to get 3 points. If it's a tie, you're going to get 1 point apiece. If you have the second most, you're going to get 1 point. After you do all the sets, minus the crabs, highest score wins. And that's how you play Fish Frenzy. Let's go back up top and we'll give you our final thoughts. All right, guys, so that's how you play Fish Frenzy. So I got to say that I was cautiously optimistic about this game. This game is way on the light side, generally not the kind of games that I like. But I have to say that I actually really enjoyed this game.
There's one thing I do want to say. Your seagulls do not look like seagulls. They
don't.
Look like seals.
The seagull meeples look more like seals, yes. They could have been done a little bit differently. That being said, I think the component quality in this game, really, really good. The card stock is really thick. The artwork is really nice.
I really like
the
it.
meeples are really thick. They're not thin. There's not a lot of components to it. I like the fact that all of the shipboards have the counters on the back of it.
Yeah, that's actually really smart.
And
it saves a lot of printing.
Yeah.
I mean, it saves like cardboard.
And it is, strangely enough, it is the only game where Mom will have to say, sweetheart, everyone is going to get crabs. Because you just can't avoid them. You will get those.
Okay, maybe you can, but it's really difficult.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Because actually, the first game we actually played, I actually was able to not have any crab.
Yeah.
But I was still lost.
Not me. So
you have 5 or 6.
Yeah. So it's a super simple set collection with that little bidding mechanism in there, which does make this game. If you were just putting them on one ship and collecting the cards, this game would be ultra boring.
Yeah.
But that
I like that it has multiple fish, and even it gets very aggravating when you're trying to eat a crab, but the crab's on this side, not that side.
Because it's always going to be on. You always have to place cards to the right. So, but overall, we were really happy with this game, guys. It's a great little family game, a great little filler. I really think it says ages 10 and up, but I think the 7-8 range could definitely learn this game. It's literally just picking up all those beautiful cards. The iconography is super simple. The artwork is straightforward. The gameplay is straightforward. And you can play up to 5 people, which is really nice.
And also, if you're colorblind or you can't quite see shapes easiest, and you can see color, it also tells you the color at the top if you look behind the name of the fish. Yeah. And so that's something I really liked.
Okay, so overall, what do you give it a score out of 10?
I don't know.
Oh,
this game's really good.
It is good.
Probably maybe like an 8.5, 9.
Okay, so she gives it an 8.5, 9. I would give this a solid 7, 7.5. I do think it's a cute game. It's got good theme. It plays really quickly. What does it play? 20 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
I think they say on the box it's, well, they actually don't say, but they say it's a family game. 20, 30 minutes. Once you get it down, it goes really quickly unless you get someone who has really bad analysis paralysis. So
like somebody we
it's like somebody we know, but it happens. It's fine. All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Leave us a comment down below if you've played this game and if you like it, and we will see you next time.
Bye.